How we doing, Robust family? And look, welcome. I know you're going to enjoy the episode coming up, and we have a lot more stuff on this channel. But before we engage on the new show, can I ask you to do me a small favor? Just robustly smash that subscribe and like button. It helps us a lot, and it makes sure that you do not miss a robust breakfast show beat. All right, enjoy. Good morning. It's that time to shine. This is your breakfast show. And I'm your host, Robert Ashitey, your robust presenter, with you for the next 2 hours of power, helping you to start your morning right, guys. And I know, I can feel that sensation. Oh, wow. Yes, I know you've let the light shine this morning as you've had your dose of Let There Be Light today. And for sure, you're ready to start the day. But guess what? We're taking the baton from now to help you start the morning with that vim, gusto, and determination inside of your heart. As I said, I'm your host, Robert Ashitey, and joining me in the studio today, we have the man of sound himself, the one and only! The one and only! There is only one! Ascending down from the clouds of Olympus with his white robe and golden belts and those chiseled cheekbones with bronze skin. It's Colossus. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
everyone. Good morning, Colossus. How are you today?
I'm good.
Dude, you're looking fresh today. You're looking even more fresher than usual.
Is it?
Yeah, you're looking good. Like, how many hours sleep did you have?
Better if you don't ask.
Oh, really? But you know what? You're looking ready to start the day, mate. You're looking ready to start the day with that vim. And I'm sure all the sound, we're good to go, yeah?
Yes.
All right, joining us also in the show, we have the hostess with the mostess this morning on the breakfast show, fighting with her mic. But you know what I'm saying? She's always keeping it real. It's the one and only, the lady from the hill.
What?
It's our favorite hostess, Jules. Good morning to you, Julia.
Good morning, everyone.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
You're good. You're looking very bright and airy today.
Thank you. I try.
You look like you're... I don't know what it is with the team today. Like, you guys look like you're ready to start the day. All of you. Like, look, guys, listen. Some mornings are tough. But Julia, Colossus, you guys are looking fired up and ready for today, man, like never before.
Thank you.
Are you set for today? Mm-hmm. All right. Also joining us in the studio today, we have our special guest and his team. I'm telling you guys, from Rich Young Minds. Let me give a big introduction to the one, the only. It's Juvani. Good morning to Juvani. Good morning, you superpower.
Thank you.
Rich Young Mind, you. How you doing, champion?
I am excellent. How about yourself?
It's always special people that actually ask about me. It's it's different. Not everybody. Like, usually, no one asks me that question.
Oh, wow.
But you're awesome. I sense the energy.
Thank you.
But you're going to take us through it today?
Oh, yes, 100%.
I see you got your crew with you. Who we got here with us this morning?
We have the amazing Houghton here.
Good morning, Houghton. My man.
And we also have Giselle here with us.
Good morning, Giselle. Good morning, Giselle. I'm looking at you guys on the table, Justin. You guys are like the A-team. I look in your eyes. You guys like a red, like, if there's something that needs to be done, I'm parachuting you guys there.
Yes, definitely.
What can I say?
Definitely, 100%. Especially these two. They're the ones to go out there and fight for it.
This is cool, man. And we're going to be going into the story, the pursuit of success journey of Juvani today on building rich young minds and all these other entrepreneurial exploits that this young man has. Now, it's amazing, Juvani, because like I've known about you for a very long time. Yeah, I've seen you in the work in the Universal Church, and especially on social media, because that's where everyone kind of sees each other. But I've never had quality time to kind of sit down with you. Yeah. And I've seen you on the breakfast show. You've communicated with us. I was like, good. But I didn't put the face together, And then after, I remember. What's it called? Me and Jules was having one of our conversations, and she was like, "Yeah, Juvani." I'm like, Juvani, yeah, he does this at Juvani. I'm like, it's a Juvani, look.
I have to picture it to get the show classy.
And I'm like, oh wow, this how my guy. This is Juvani. Okay, Wow. So so you'd be surprised what people are getting up to, what people are doing. You see a face in the crowd, and you just don't know the things that they have in their head, that they're going out there, they're hustling, they're working, they're fighting to create. Yes or no?
100%. Thank you, Julia, by the way, for that.
No worries.
So yeah, man, I'm excited here, by the way, and I'm ready to go as well in regards to the questions and everything. So I'm excited, man.
Good. I was just saying, Giselle, that you people from up north just seem to be so optimistic and happy.
Now we are quite bubbly, I would say. Yeah.
I like that. I like that spirit, because Londoners, sometimes we just complain about everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're a bit
Is it true
easy.
it's hard to like kind of stop somebody on the street to ask for directions?
Depends who you are.
Okay, TikTok.
I could get away with it because I'm ready people to like kiss their teeth at me. I'm like, I'll be like, God bless you. And some people don't want to go through that. They'll be like,
It depends who you ask.
Depends who you are.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in Birmingham it's a little bit much easier. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
We have people from London that's moved to
Sometimes.
Birmingham. That's why they mixed in the
that would be good.
population.
It makes sense.
But you know what? It's great having you guys on the show. Now, but by the way, Tran's away. Good morning to you, Tran. How you doing, girl?
Morning.
You're awesome, saucers. All right. Mayor's here as well. I'm so happy. And fire's coming down the mountain. Lamar, is that the UTF soldier?
No, I think that's someone that he knows.
Oh,
Juvani.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
RYM.
Probably from the
Rich
south.
Young Minds. That's so
Yes.
nice. Hashtag. Come on, let's get some Rich Young Mind hashtags. All right. So talking about Rich Young Minds, guys, we're gonna go into our AI animation this morning. I know for sure it's gonna add lots of value to you. And after that, we're gonna go into our morning coffee question for today. So let's get into this story. It's kind of a synonym. All right. And it's called this: Great things come from consistent effort. All right. So have a look at this. Be inspired and comment on it in the live chat, and I hope it blesses you. Check this out.
You're driving. That's not a problem. It's time for some robust storytelling to get your thoughts right. Let's go. There's a story about a young woman named Layla. Layla had a vision to start a youth mentorship program in her city. But when she told her friends, they laughed.
Who's going to listen to you? One said. But you don't even have the experience, said another.
Even her own family told her to focus on getting a real job. But something in her wouldn't let go, so she started small, volunteering at a local youth centre twice a week. No pay, no applause, just passion. She used her phone to record short videos about confidence and discipline. Views were terrible. Some days just 5 people watched, but she kept posting. Over time, a few of those 5 people sent messages saying, "Your video helped me not give up." That's when Layla realized something powerful. She didn't need thousands of followers. She needed to impact one life at a time. Months later, her youth center director introduced her to someone who ran a citywide charity. That one introduction opened the door to funding for her first youth leadership workshop. Fast forward 2 years, Layla's small idea became a movement called Rise Up Youth, training over 500 young people in leadership, communication, and purpose. When journalists asked what her secret was, she said, "I stopped waiting for people to clap for my vision and started clapping for myself every time I took a step." Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision and make it plain so that he may run who reads it. When you commit to your vision, you don't need everyone to believe in it. You just need to keep building, even in silence. Because sometimes God hides your progress until the foundation is strong enough to hold the blessing. So whether your dream is to start a business, a movement, or simply become better than you were yesterday, don't wait for the applause. Start where you are. Be faithful with what you have. And the right people will notice at the right time.
Have a vision-filled and robust day.
A round of applause for that.
You like that?
That was really nice.
You like that, innit? You like that?
Right?
Yeah. I'm coming to Juvani. Giselle, what do you think of that?
I actually liked it, even just like the little minor parts about just not waiting for someone to applaud you, simple. Because that's genuinely what business is like. No one's gonna sit there, watch your business and see it grow. You have to literally see it grow yourself.
Okay. Houghton.
I think it was really nice. I think for me what stood out was the part where the family was telling her to get a real job. Was that camera? Is it that camera? Where the family was telling her to get a real job, but because she knows, like, she knew the reason why she was starting, she didn't allow it to to affect her. So that, yeah.
All right, and that was quite synonymous, I believe, with your journey. Even when certain things are happening, we're like laughing, like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah.
What stood up for you?
I remember, very similar to Houghton. I remember I told my mom what I'm doing. She was like, "Go get a real job. What are you doing?"
What country you from originally?
I'm Congolese.
Hey!
Yeah, my mom was like, "What are you doing? Every day is just business." I was like, "Mom, please." But then later down the line, she eventually came to my event, and then she saw how it's like. Even like the speakers were coming up to her, giving her a gift, etc. And then she was like, "That's my son." So that's very relatable.
It's always like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always like that. So that part was really nice.
That's nice. Jules, did you like that one? I think that's one of your favorites, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it was nice.
Or did you like more the Love Life one from last week?
What's that meant to mean?
I'm just
saying.
saying.
I'm joking. No, I like this one. This one's nice.
Yeah? What stood
Very
out for you?
relatable. I think, oh my gosh, what was it? That sometimes God will hide you until you have a foundation.
Yeah.
Because when you get too much exposure early on, it can make you crumble so easily and so quickly.
Yeah.
So that's what stood out to me.
Fantastic. Okay, guys, so that's it. So how one young entrepreneur is unlocking doors for the UK. We're going to be hearing that from the one and only Juvani today. And let this story stick with you, all right? We had our morning coffee question today, which was, what skill or habit has made the biggest difference in your personal or professional growth? All right, those of you on DAB, you're driving right now. I know you want to give your input, but don't stop driving, please. You're important. All right? Yeah. But those of you who can, you're on libertyradio.co.uk. You can type in the live chat, or you can send us a voice note to the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. All right? So, what skill or habit has made the biggest difference in your personal or professional growth? Let's start from Juvani. Share with us, my friend.
So I would say I have two things in mind. First one is reading. Reading really helps with like communication skills.
Yes.
Feedback.
Okay.
You know, even with your intellect. So I'll say reading is probably the number one thing.
Are you one of those bookwormy type people?
Oh, I used to hate reading.
Okay.
I used to hate reading, and then I remember a mentor of mine just said to me, like, start reading at least 10 minutes a day. Work your way up. Because if you're someone that doesn't like reading and you tell them go read for an hour, they are not going to do that.
Gonna happen.
So start 10 minutes, then you start getting used to it, then you start enjoying it more. So that's the habit.
So with you, one habit was reading, and you said it helps you with your communication as well.
Yes, it helps with communication.
Why did you say that?
Because when you're reading a book, it's almost like you're having a conversation with someone, especially if it's an edifying book. So that really helped me in terms of exactly that. And another thing I could also say is public speaking.
Yes.
So I speak like, let's say in front of a mirror, practice how to speak.
Wow.
Yeah, these guys know. Or I could be in public spaces and I'm like just speaking in general. That also helped me in terms of like what I do in my career as well.
That's interesting. So you're honing in on your craft.
Exactly.
Right. And obviously you didn't come from a public speaking background.
Oh no. No, we're not at all.
So you invest time when you're by yourself to speak to yourself in the mirror.
Exactly.
Wow. And do you have like any mouth exercises as well?
Not really. I record myself.
Okay.
I also record myself, watch it back. How does it sound like? And then see ways to improve in terms of my communication.
Okay. That's a beautiful one, guys. So look, that's some golden nuggets right there, guys. Some beautiful golden nuggets. All right. So Houghton.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. What was your one? What skill or habit?
For me, I'd say creativity, because for me it was more investing into my creativity, because from young I've always been quite creative, always been talented. Like in school I wasn't like the book kid, like I wasn't into my books like that. I was more in the shows, in the talent shows. So for me it was just more so tapping into that creativity, and that's helped me with like choosing my career, realizing that no, this is a bit of me. So when you said creativity, because it's really broad, you know. So in what aspect is it? Like in certain tools you use, or just being creative in general in terms of ideas and forming them into reality? I think ideas can be one of them, but I'd say for me it was more so like with like my editing. Or like video production. Video production.
Gotcha.
Literally video production using like. When I was younger, using like Photoshop, like now using CapCut. Before I used to use KineMaster. Now I'm kind of learning like Premiere Pro and these things. So it was more so just tapping into that creativity that was always there, but I just kind of put it under the carpet. But I said, now you know what, it's time to bring that there. And I think this is good because it helps you to communicate messages, right? Communicate ideas, right? You're the tool to materialize it through these tools.
Awesome sources. And Giselle, what about you? What's your one?
For me, it was just not following those. Not to say like those that are in the UK, they're mediocre, but it was more of a thing of I knew that the big idea that I had inside of my mind. So even with that, like I admire Americans because realistically, the currency like down there is like triple here, so they have to push their businesses to a different level. So with me, I was like, okay, cool. How can I like?
That's
look
an
at
interesting point.
Yeah.
Like so they have a weaker currency than we do.
Slightly.
Yeah. Now it's slightly.
So it's
right?
a thing of like they have to make triple the amount that we do because of how much everything is back there.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it's like, okay, if I want to be at that same level, although I'm in the UK, like I need to, in the sense, like admire them in the sense, like just picking and choosing who to follow. And then even with that, like within myself, I said consistently, I need to post like 4 or 5 times a day. If not, yeah, like I remember there was 2 months I was posting back to back. I was busy. Like there was not a day I was not doing hair. And with that, like I just saw like consistency was like probably like my highlight of like my professional growth.
So you have a hair business and you say I'm going to push this thing. You're rationalizing it. This is what happens in the US.
Yeah.
So they are on it.
They're on it every single day.
And you said I'm going to work with consistency. And what was the end result of that?
Do you know what it is with me? Like it's become a habit. Like even when obviously there's days that I take a break to breathe, etc. But even then I'm like, nah, God, like what can I do now? Like I'm at home and I'm thinking, okay, what can I post for tomorrow? I'm scheduling, I'm sending it to myself. Just having that consistent thing of texting myself, okay, this is what you post tomorrow. This is what you post the next day. Like it's become such a habit now that it's like I love what I do. Like hair, I genuinely love what I do. It's not,
Yeah.
Beautiful, fantastic.
Sharing that.
That was really powerful.
It really was.
And I like the rationale because sometimes a person would think, where do I get this? I have an idea of what I need to do, but where do I get the strength from? And or the inspiration from? And you're like, the US currency is like this. Everything costs like that. So these guys work in such a way, which means I haven't heard that they've died yet. That means I can up my game.
Exactly, because with that, if I stick looking at those who are like within, the UK, Birmingham, I'm going to stay at that level. And I just said, God, like there's no point of me having this business if I'm just going to be where everyone else is.
Wow, powerful. All right, before I go to Jules, we have one here from Tran over in South London. Let's see what Tran has to say about... Did I send him the MCQ? Let's have a look.
Is there a question? Yeah. Let's hear this.
In my postings on Twitter, too spontaneous. I try not to be too spontaneous in my postings on Twitter, because one time I posted some pictures to someone quite important in Africa, and it turned out to be the president of Kenya.
Wow.
I posted a picture of my friend in Kenya planting trees.
Wow.
Oops a daisy. Positive in a way. There's a habit I'm trying to do is not to procrastinate much and get things finished and completed.
Awesome. Yep.
And what skill I've learnt is to code programs using a program that I pay for online to do my social media postings. And that's been really helpful for me when I'm posting out.
That works really well as well.
Yeah.
And I'll also say like a to-do list really helps.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Tran. So what was that?
I just wanted to add on a to-do list really helps as well when it comes to like for you not to procrastinate.
Okay.
Make sure you get them done. One thing for me, I don't put like 50 things because I know myself. I'm not gonna do 50 things. I'm gonna put 5 to maybe 10 important things that I need to get done throughout the day, and I make sure I tick them. And then it becomes fun, almost like a habit. So every day I make sure that I get these things done. And that helps me not to procrastinate.
That sounds good because too many things just get the brain crazy, innit? My brain just goes crazy.
Yeah.
And also Tran said something very interesting. She says, I invested in a course. Now to program for myself.
Let's talk about that. Can we talk about that?
Can we talk about
it's
that?
So important.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, like in terms of my entrepreneurship journey, a lot of people say, oh no, you don't need a mentor, you don't need to invest into this. Trust me, you really do.
100%.
Analogy which I was speaking to the team, I think like yesterday or something, it's like learning how to drive by yourself and learning how to drive with an instructor is 2 different things. When you're learning how to drive with an instructor, you will know how to drive properly and the right way and how to pass.
That's true.
But when you do it by yourself, you may know like how to drive.
You move the car.
Yeah.
but it's not.
It will not be in the same level. You get it.
Yeah.
That's why mentorship is important. And everything we need a mentor. Like I'll give you a simple example. School, you need a teacher. That's a form of a mentorship. Even spiritually, you have those to help you spiritually. So in life, you always need a mentor to get you to where you need to be. So mentorship is important.
Beautiful. I'm coming to you, Jules. We've got David, the Caribbean Christian. Let's share his MCQ answer. Here we go.
Well, for me, the skill or habit, I would say for me, would have to be me for what I do. I'm able, I didn't notice before, but I'm noticing when I'm actually in the middle of what I'm doing,
So he's a DJ.
I'm doing it very good now, because I never used to watch the crowd like that. But now I'm watching the crowd a lot more to what music I'm playing, and that makes me change up a playlist of what I'm playing a little bit. So instead of me playing this, I'll play that, and it makes it completely better.
Okay.
So I've noticed with that, for me, to be honest.
So he's in the craft. He's been mindful about his craft, right? And obviously, because you can just go out there and just do stuff, but don't have the mindset to learn while you're doing it. Don't have the mindset to kind of get feedback and explore it while you're doing it. So
And to adapt as well.
More power to you. Yes, Jules, you got that look in your eyes.
I would say, okay, I think firstly my skill would have to be acting. I think because I want to get into public speaking, things like that, you always need to be able to not put on an act, but know how to express yourself.
Exactly.
I'd say a habit is being curious. Where I am now is literally because I will message people saying, what is this? How do I get into this? What are you doing? Who are you? What do you do? Like, you can even, Juvani can testify, I'll message him all the time saying, what's this event or this and that. And even where I am now is because I was looking at property and I came across somebody's Instagram, and then that's why I got into the thing. But I think, being curious, because a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, but how do you know so much knowledge? How do you know all this? How do you get there? And it's simply because you're curious, and that manifests in different ways. Maybe reading a book, like Juvani said, I don't know, watching courses or
so your curiosity.
And actually there's so many opportunities that come with being curious, because for example there are many people who do free courses, free Zoom calls, you pay nothing to acquire skills and a skill set. So I'd say overall, to kind of to put everything in one, would have to be being curious.
Curious. We've got Wonder Woman Selena Green is in the house, and she says mine is networking. Of course it is. All right. It's a skill that I learned in America. It helped me develop a global network and open many doors. I've now been invited to speak on a business event panel next year. Wow. When she look, Selena Green, she used to be timid. She used to be so and after life made her go out in the US.
That's what I'm saying. America, I don't even know what type of energy is there. It's like they've got 3 brains. It's not even just one.
Really?
They like to express themselves, which is a good thing.
I think I might go and visit that place.
No, America,
have you been before?
No, I really
have you been before?
No,
have you been before?
I watch a lot of American.
No, have you been before?
No,
have you landed in the land of America?
Soon I will go.
Okay.
He answered that like a politician.
I watch a lot of.
All right, guys, and I say, I think one of the skills I learned, I think, is to really enjoy AI, because I'm someone that I'm all over the place. I've always got something happening. I've always got something going. You know what I mean? And I think one of the great things is to integrate something that I'm learning in my work. So it's kind of forced me to kind of like hone my skills on it, hone in on prompting. Feeding myself with this type of information. So definitely, if I would say what skill or habit has made the biggest difference in you and your professional, definitely, I think it was AI. Definitely. Yeah, for sure. Guys, everyone jump on it, man. If you're not in the Breakfast Broadcast, I'm gonna see if I can get on the show someone he has this wonderful organization, and he's actually training people in AI, and he's training young people as well. They're doing an amazing work. They have a podcast as well going. So I'm gonna invite him down. Solid guy, very nice man. Yeah, you're gonna like him. So so AI definitely. Let's get that's my one. We got a comment here we got Just Irene. What's up, Just Irene? You're awesome. And also we got there from Emichle.
Yes, she says, morning BFS, our time zones have shifted by 2 hours somehow, and that's why I was late for the show. But love the topic. Mine would be video editing and filmmaking too.
Shout out to you, shout out to you.
Yeah, the crew.
She says, in the VYG, I could develop this passion of mine.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, the VYG is a big platform to developing talents for sure.
Absolutely. Just want to show you a very short clip, all right, just right now of what we're going to be looking at. Let's see, where's those video clips? Yeah, let's go to that one with the guy on the side.
Of course, you already know I'm Juvani. We're here for the Rich Young Mind event. Just about to bring everybody in. I'm quite excited, but it's not about me. I'm going to ask him a quick question. How you feeling?
I'm quite excited. Usually when these events come around, I'm not really stressed because I know that it's all going to work out good.
This is it, man. Make sure you like, you share whenever you see the video and support what we're doing.
All right, looking, my friend, look guys, looking sharp.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're gonna find out how they get these massive turnouts. We're gonna find out where it all started in just a moment. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. Just thought I'd interrupt. If you haven't done already, smash the robust like and subscribe button. Why not? Why not? You like us, I like you. Why not? You guys have acquired the Gen Z Awards, right?
Yes, we're doing a Gen Z Award in December.
You're gonna. That's an event that's happening in December. It's likened unto the BAFTAs for young change makers.
Exactly so.
All right. Rich Young Minds involves mentoring and networking platform for entrepreneurs. So please just tell us a bit about what you've developed so far before we go more into your story.
So to kind of explain what Rich Young Mind is about, it's a platform where we bring people that are successful in their field to speak to young people, so young people can truly understand what it takes to be on that level. I'll give an example. Some young people may want to be footballers, but you don't actually know what it takes to be a footballer. So when you hear the goods and the bads, then you can actually make that choice to be like, okay, is this what I really want to do? Is this what I don't want to do? So that's one of the things that we do, of course, as well as mentoring young people to achieve their goal, to succeed in life. But above all of that, it's a great way for young people to network with people that you may see on TV, you may only see maybe once in your lifetime. So that's what Rich Young Mind is about, connecting people.
That is interesting. So you got celebrity networks.
Yes.
People, I believe, that invest in opportunities for young people as well.
Exactly so.
I want to know how all this started, brother. All right. So you're going to go into it.
Yeah.
All right. I just got a message here from Gloria, the tech girl. She's very interesting. And this is to our morning coffee question. I was gonna let it slide. It's a live show, but I just want to kind of squeeze her in there.
Yeah, that's
fine.
fine.
I think we could chime off it just before we get in there. So, Gloria, tech girl, what you saying, girl? From our morning coffee question, what skill or habit has made the biggest difference in your personal or professional growth?
Good morning, breakfast show. So for the morning coffee question, what skill or habit has made the biggest difference in your personal or professional growth? So I would say that it's definitely learning to code for me, because I started learning in 2023, like 2 years ago. Because for a little backstory, one of my sisters, she's a software engineer, and I just remember, I don't know why, but I was on TikTok and someone was saying, like, if you're a software engineer, like, he's just talking about like the benefits of being a software engineer. And I said, oh, do you know what? I like computers. I like being on the computer. So let me try and do something like that. So I started learning, and like flashback 2 years later, yeah, I'm like getting more knowledgeable at it. I'm even able to like maybe like pass like certain like pass like different jobs for software engineer, and I have no degree. I don't have a degree in it. Wow, so it's like, it's amazing. God is opening so many doors. And also I find that because of coding, I'm able to be more analytical. I am able to be a bit more like, if this isn't working, I'm going to try something else. Like, instead of saying, no, I'm going to give up. Because obviously if you're a software engineer, or if you know how to code, you know that it can be very challenging, and you just can't give up.
You have to make a way.
Indeed.
Wow. So that's it. Self-taught. She went out there and now she's got herself a new skill set.
Very nice.
Brilliant. You like that, Jules? I can see that looking at her eyes. Jules' eyes is burning. Like, seriously, you can see the fire inside of herself. Seriously. But that's great, all right? And it's amazing now we have a lot of resources to do stuff. We have a lot of access to information nowadays. But there are some challenges. You know, sometimes there is that small gap that's kind of impeding the person to go to where they want to. And, you know, you've set up Rich Young Minds, and it's doing some great work. But my question to you is, how did it all start? What was it like growing up for you? I mean, there's all this going on here. We have a team here today.
Yeah.
You got this wonderful energy. Yeah. What was your background like?
So, first of all, I was born and raised in Congo.
Okay.
So I came to the UK when I was like 8, 9. Nice. And then straight away, I got into football because everyone in my area was playing football. Yeah. So I did quite well. Yeah. I played a semi-pro at like 16, 17. And then later on down the years.
Why do I remember seeing you playing football?
There's probably a picture of me on Google or something, a video of me playing. Yeah, but then later on down the years, it was like, yeah, football is not for me anymore. I want to do something better.
What brought that? Understanding.
To be fair, in terms of football, at home I was a good kid. I was very respectful. But then outside, because of the friendship group that I was with, and those that, you know, ex-professionals or those that used to play at high levels, you know, we were kind of naughty in a sense. So I just made a decision, I don't want to go through that path, man. I want to carry on being a good kid at home.
Serious?
So, yeah.
This is what, 15, 16?
No, 16, 17. It was a crazy decision to make at that age. And a lot of people were actually disappointed at me. They're like, what are you doing? You're playing semi-pro, you can keep pushing.
So just a quick question. What prompted that?
So, to be fair, what prompted the whole situation was God asked me one question. He said, who are you without football? That's when everything clicked.
So this time was you part of the VYG?
Yeah, okay. I came around like 17.
I was wondering, because usually kids, it's like they're just going with it. They just go, you know, we're just going. We're all going together. Yeah. But then you have this little segue when you're thinking different. I'm like, where'd that coming from?
Yeah, exactly. It came from that. And because, remember, coming from Congo to the UK, you can't speak English. The only word I knew is, how are you? But with a Congolese accent, I don't even want to try it here on the air. But you understand. So I was kind of like bullied in school, etc. Yeah. And then football was basically my way. So that helped me throughout, you know, primary school, secondary school, etc. I played semi-pro. And then after semi-pro, I made a decision to not carry on in football. To not carry on with football, sorry. And that's when I was like, okay, cool, let me go university. Went university, studied business. And I realized my teacher, he's teaching me business. He doesn't own a business himself. That's when I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. Sorry, mom. Sorry, dad. And I made
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's when.
You done that to your teacher?
I didn't say that to his face, of course not. I was like, nah, I want to get into business now. And luckily, I met somebody that actually comes to the church that started a business, and that's how I was kind of inspired to get into business. But I've got a funny story to tell you how Rich Young Man actually started. Okay. So I was at home, I was doing nothing, I was in my room, and then my mom called me. Let's kind of play this. My mom called me to go to the shop. Go on.
Juvani, come downstairs.
Exactly like that. I came downstairs. I was like, Mom, what's going on? She was like, oh, I want you to go to the shop. And then usually I don't get annoyed. I was annoyed. I was like, why is she sending me to the shop? But why is it always me? So on my way to the shop, that's when I kind of like started making a prayer. I was like, God, we come to the youth group, etc. Like we have quite a lot of good ideas. I just need one idea that can impact people and that will really work.
So let me understand. So you left the football.
Yeah.
You're going through the education system.
Yeah.
You're like, teachers teaching me business, but something's off.
Yeah.
I'm not getting what I need.
Exactly.
So within you, there was this desire to build and create something.
Yes.
Innately.
Yeah.
Was these ideas coming from yourself, from the youth group, from your family?
I'll say myself, really. Yeah. Idea to build something, but I didn't know like what can I do. And luckily, how I kind of mentioned, I met somebody that was starting a business that kind of inspired me. Oh, business could work. You understand? And when I went to the shop, you know,
it was a workshop.
No, my mom sent me to the shop to buy something. Yeah, I was annoyed. I think I even put like different slippers on, etc. But on my way, that's when I made a prayer. God, just give me one idea that will work. And that's when I kind of started with Rich Young Mind. And here we are.
So
now.
The idea just came to your mind?
Yeah, it came to my mind. Like, why don't you do something like network related or even sport related? Because I was kind of into sports as well. So as soon as I got home, written it down, made the Instagram page straight away, and I asked him, could you do the logo? He did the logo, and here we are now.
So what you're telling me is that he was your friend. You were already friends in the youth group.
Yeah.
And you're like, You don't have the resources yet. You just have an idea in your head.
Yeah.
But you know that my man over here, he's the creative guy.
Yes, he is.
And then he helped you out with that.
With the logos, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so take me step by step, because right now nothing exists. Nothing exists. It's just an idea. You got your friend. He's giving you a logo.
Yeah.
When you got that logo, how did that feel?
Oh, I was excited. I was like, yes, let's post it, let's announce it. Because one thing with me, if I get an idea, especially like in regards to business, I do it straight away. Because I've understood when you take long to take action, especially in business, your mind kind of says, I don't want to do it anymore. Relax. So every time I get an idea, we do it straight away. Literally the same day, done the logo. A few minutes later, we announced it on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's another golden nugget there, right? Don't wait. You know, Tran was speaking before about sometimes procrastination could be a challenge, but sometimes the inspirations we get, just activate it, right? It won't cost us anything to get moving right away.
Exactly.
All right. So you went out there, you put your logo out. What was the next step? So you used Instagram.
Yes, Instagram. Yeah.
So before, if we wanted to do something back in a day, we would have to like make little cards and posters and go door to door. Do you know what I mean? Go into the high street or something like that, right?
Wow.
But now it's like social media posts at your fingertips.
Exactly. So yeah, we posted the logo, announced everything, and we were kind of doing something sport related. So we did a bit like football tournaments and so forth. And then I was like, nah, man, we need something bigger. I want to do an event.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you was thinking, so your product at that time was events.
Yes, it was.
But in football events.
Yes, it was like that, basically, like football tournaments. That's how we basically kind of started it. And then through that, people coming in, etc. Then I was like, I sat down again. I was like, God, I need something.
Okay. So I just want to get your thinking process, because it's one thing to say, but we want to have an idea of what it looked like at the time.
Let's get into that.
So what was you getting at that time? Like, what was you forming? What was the this idea? How did it look tangibly at the time?
Okay, so like I mentioned, we announced on social media, and then we're sending people messages. Oh, we're planning to do a football tournament, etc. Do you want to come? You know, some people will be interested. Some people are like, nah.
Is it a community football tournament?
Yes, like, and it's open to everyone basically. Yeah. So it's like, oh, do you want to come? Some people will be like, nah, I'm not coming, etc. But I knew if you utilize social media, everything will go well.
Was it to make money, people to buy tickets, or just people to come and to get the branding known?
Yeah, just people to come to get the branding known. Yeah, that was the main purpose of it at the start. Yeah, and the first tournament, we didn't even have a lot of team. We probably had like maybe 3, 4. And then I was like, nah, I need more. So I was walking around the whole football area, grabbing people and come in. Come, nice. Everyone come. And then I think at the end of it, we probably had like 40, 50 people.
Okay.
And then recorded again, edited, put on social media. Wow. And then the next one, now people are like, okay, I want to come. And we did like 3 or 4. Then I was like, nah, we need something bigger, something better. And then I went back again. God gave me an idea. And this is when the event started now.
Okay, so to go into events from when you first started, how long was that period of time?
It wasn't long. It was like a few months, right? Yeah, it was like maybe 3-4 months.
3-4 months. So probably did one like every month, got people together.
Yeah.
I mean, when you saw this going on, what did you think of your friend?
By the way, do you remember the first thing that I said to you? When I was like, I don't think you remember. I was like, we need to do something big. We need to create.
Yeah. I think at first I was just like quite surprised. I was just like, okay, let me see how this works out. And because he was asking me for help, I was just like, yeah, I'm here for it. So yeah, I was just surprised and excited to see, what was the future hold
exactly.
So your strength was the creative side.
Yeah.
Your strength was the people side.
Yes.
Getting the people.
Yes.
And I believe, I don't know, maybe your experience being in a youth group in terms of like putting out messages and getting energy into an event.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And even people will be like, why are you not nervous? Like, why are you not scared? I'm like, I'm in the youth group a lot of time. Sunday live, we're jumping around, we're always doing things. So it was very easy for me in a sense to like gather people, to speak to people, come to our events or so forth. So yeah.
Beautiful. Because when a person normally goes into a business venture or an idea, they know that they need to pay bills, they know they need to buy food and clothing and all the rest of it. So your idea at the time, it wasn't monetary, or did you think it would one day become monetary? What were your thoughts?
I did think one day it would become monetary, like you said, but the whole purpose of it at first was to create impact.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So first, because this is important, because sometimes people want to go on a business venture and they want to, they lack experience, right? They lack the skill level, but they want the outcomes of those who've been in the industry for a very long time. We have like video editors, you've seen that before, where we had some people with video editors, they have a good heart, but they're like cowboys. They take someone's wedding, one of the most important days of their life, they film it and they don't do a good job because they haven't had time to improve their craft, to work on their craft. But at that stage they want to charge, or like the ones who have refined their craft. So I'm thinking, especially in the creative side, that sometimes the is to create that impact first before the monetary, to develop first, to hone our skills first before the monetary, right?
Exactly. And even like throughout the tournaments that we were doing, it was actually building me up for later on down the line, because with that I had the opportunity to kind of have to be in control of some guys, telling them do this, do that. You kind of have to speak to them to tell them the rules and regulation in regards to the tournament. But that helps me later on when I'm doing events now, speaking on stage, introducing speakers and so forth. It just came into my mind even now, so it really links to what you've said. You have to enhance your skills, and then eventually the results comes. Beautiful.
All right, so we've got Lara here from Plaza. Good morning, Lara. She won our competition last week. Absolutely awesome. So here's another thing. So you went into your first event.
Yes.
What brought this on? So you were moving from sports to something else, and I don't know. I'm trying to get your thoughts. I'm trying to see how you're seeing things. Because an artist would be like, I'm gonna do paintbrushes and do art, but you have just gone into an event, and empower. Was it straight away thinking about empowering young people?
Yes, straight away from the bat. So of course I had the idea, let's do the event. Then I went to a networking event, which was kind of similar, which was networking and so forth. Okay, let me grab a bit of this idea. Let me take that for myself. And then that's how the event actually came about. But there's actually a funny story in regards to this event. The day before the event, I was so scared and so nervous. It's never happened to me before. And I think I said to him, what are we doing? We're going to have like 40 plus 50, 60 people turning up at the event. We're not professionals. We can't even speak English well. What are we doing? But it all came out well. Yeah.
So when you went up there on the mic and you had to say your first words, what was that like?
Oh, it wasn't nerve-wracking. It wasn't at all. The nerve was the day before. Yeah, as soon as I got there, I was completely fine. Yeah, it was really good, and people even asked after, like, have you been doing this for a while? But this always links back to the youth group. Like, we're always in the youth group, like jumping around, speaking, doing stuff. So that really helped.
Okay, so here's an interesting thing. So things are moving now. Things are developing, right? A room with 40 people. Obviously, we've seen your events. There are a lot of people that come.
100 plus.
So what caused you and what helped you to start to scale it to make it become even more serious?
I would say social media really helped in terms of scaling, because people, like even with the speakers, they come because they've seen another speaker at the event. So that's why social media is so essential in regards to like business or what you're doing. So that really helped us in terms of that. And even Holton can add on anything like in regards to like scaling.
I think because with the first event, because of how well it went, I think I remember one of the parents spoke to us. I think it was a dad, and he was mentioning that how much that one event kind of changed up his boy's life, helped him. So in our head it was like, okay, if this one event that we've just done, we've never done this before, has helped one person, now let's make it a bit bigger so that we can help more people, reach out to more people, help out more people. So yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what business is, right? You offer a service, you offer a product that will make somebody's life better.
Yes.
That will make someone's life easier. That's correct?
Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. I don't even have anything to add into that. You nailed it.
So here's a question. So was there a time when you had like your biggest setback? What was your biggest setback?
We've had many. I'll say the biggest one that we've had was we're preparing for an event, and we ended up collaborating with a company, etc. And there were mistakes on both sides, and everything just went completely wrong. And we're not used to that. We plan events, everything goes smoothly, and it was a headache, especially like emotionally. It was stressful, it was annoying, and the event ended up not happening. But that was actually the best thing that's happened to us, because from that we've learned a lot of things now, how to network better.
What was the problem? What was the challenge?
There was a lot of things, like in terms of like pushing the sales on both sides. Maybe one team was giving their best, one team wasn't. Communication skills wasn't the best, etc. And people kind of doing their own thing as well, and managing your own team as well as, you know, another team as well coming together. It was a bit of a headache.
So you say that was actually a blessing in disguise?
Yes, it was a blessing.
In what way, guys?
In many ways. You want to add anything?
I think it was quite just a learning curve.
Yes.
Because it kind of just taught us that in business you can't collaborate with everybody. You know, you have to sit down and choose wisely, because
exactly
you can literally set yourself up. And we learned this a lot in Monday service, to be careful with who we partner with. So I think that taught us how, okay, in business you can't partner with anyone and anybody. Of course, their page might look good or whatever, but is it going to benefit us? Is it going to help us? And then that's what we kind of learned from that period of time.
Yeah. Also to add on, it's taught us like to improve in regards to like integrity and sincerity as well, because I think that's really essential when it comes to business. It's not about the money, it's not really about it, it's more about integrity, because that's what's going to help you in the long run. So that really helped us to improve in regards to that as well. So I'll say it was a blessing.
That's interesting, because I'm thinking a lot of people might be afraid, how can I say, to kind of reach out to other organizations or other individuals, especially when they're starting off from something small.
Exactly.
You know, so when did this idea come in to kind of network with other entities, organizations, and individuals?
So what did I do? Actually, I just sent them a message. Really, we've even worked with big brand, like a very huge brand in Birmingham. It all happened. I was walking, I looked at a billboard. A thought came in my mind. Just send him a message.
Where did the idea come from? Because imagine you're doing your own event.
Yeah.
Now you at some point there was an idea where you looked over in the mountain. You'd be like, you know, Richard Branson's over there. We could bring him in.
Yeah.
What was that moment?
Well, like what made us like want to network, like bring other people? Go on.
Are you speaking about like how we brought the other people into the event? Collaborated with them.
Yeah, because I don't know if you decided to do that from the beginning to reach that stage. But there must have been like a road to Damascus moment where you were like, you know, we can make this even stronger if we connect with others.
It was kind of like that in the beginning, where we had like few speakers that I reached out to. Hey, do you want to speak at our event? We told them what we're doing, and of course we prayed about it as well, and they were excited. Yeah, we're gonna come to support. And then from that we're like, oh, imagine if we reach out to more people and people that are even more successful. And then when we started doing that, they want to come because they've seen people that they know at the previous event, and they can see that, oh, we're very sincere in what we're doing and we want to create impact. So it made it even easier for these type of people to come.
So it was a snowball effect.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think just to add, like with the event that didn't happen, I think the way the idea came about first was we did the January event in London. A lot of people came. The outcome was well. And then the other company did their event. It also went well. And then because Juvani saw, okay, this company did well, why don't we collaborate it to make it a bit bigger than what it is. So that's how that idea came about, from that one event, seeing their event, and we were like, okay, to make ours bigger, it might help if we, you know, collaborate with them, just to kind of push the event and just bring something different.
So did you guys like sit round at the table after the event and like have these kind of discussions?
I think it was just on the way, like back home, and we're like, oh guys, how was the event? Oh, the event was lovely, like, oh my god. Yeah, so it was just on the way home, you know, over the phone. So yeah, it was literally not really sat around the table. It was more so on the way home, on the journey, on the phone, just kind of like, how did you guys find the event? What should we do next? And Juvani's always... So Juvani's thinking about December. We are in January.
About January. I'm already thinking, I have to do one in April.
So it was really good.
Fantastic. All right, so it's quite interesting. So we've got the foundation, shall we say, of Rich Young Minds developing, right? But I don't think it was a limited company just yet, or did you?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so you made a limited company. So you didn't go for a charity.
No.
Why is that?
I asked around actually the difference between CIC, LTD, etc. I asked some mentors. They were like, with what you're doing, it makes more sense for it to be a LTD. So I was like, all right, let's go ahead with it.
What was the reason? Why would you choose that type of business model? Because we've done a program previously where Mr. Effie was kind of going through different business models.
Yeah.
And obviously, in terms of its growth, in terms of its scales, they have their pros, cons, and their benefits. So why did you choose that model for what you're doing? Because maybe we have listeners right now who are probably saying, yeah, I'm where I am. I want to do something like that. You know, we have listeners that are abroad overseas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or here in the UK. So what made you choose that model to register and set up your organization?
Yeah, from what I've understood, I may be wrong, but for more like CIC, it's basically non-profitable organization. But then for the other one, obviously it's profitable as well, and it's something that we want to grow in the long run, have a lot more staff and so forth. So that's why it made more sense for me to go for that. And when I spoke to like the mentors, etc., they said just go for it. So I was like, yeah, let's go for it full power.
So you're going into everything new, and it seems like as you're going through it, new people have been added into your journey to give you that direction as things are developing.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Look, so guys, we're in the Pursuit of Success journey. You know, you're going to tell us in a moment what helped you to navigate failure in just a moment. We're going to go for a very short time out first, all right? Because obviously things were not always an easy road, right? Sometimes we see things online, we see, you know, the results, but you know, there's some tough times, man. We don't know when this situation, when the sunshine going to come, or, you know what I mean? Or when's this going to come through? So we're going to hear about that in just a second, all right? Let me ask you a question right now. So, how did you stay motivated when you felt isolated or you doubted? Because we're seeing the happy you, right? But there must have been some times when you were kind of like when things were a lot, or when they were growing and maybe you were entering a new, stage in development or something.
Yeah, it was quite difficult. Even like in terms of like there's something called like sponsors that you get to like speak to them, etc., for them to sponsor for the event and so forth, the cost of the event. And there was even a period of time where we literally had no sponsors and everything was so difficult. Imagine no sponsors at home. Like I mentioned at the start, my mom, I always doing business. I'm not seeing anything. You have that, and then sometimes you just think, maybe I should just do work, man. Let me just work completely and not do this event stuff. But I always reminded myself the reason why I'm doing it is to impact others. But also you will have a lot of doubt, you will have fear in regards to you starting something new. It is scary, honestly. It is scary. A lot of time you don't even know like what you're doing, but you trust in what you have created, you trust in what the idea God has given you, and something that Halter can even add in regards to it, like what keeps you like motivated as well.
I think for me it was just always just knowing that it was going to work out well. Exactly. I think even with the sponsor situation, that's always that's like a big part of the event. If there's no sponsor, there's literally no event. So it will be like,
so like you need the sponsors to pay for what's been set up.
So like
pressure.
So like the venue and things like that. So I remember the one for the January event, it was literally like 3 days, 2 days. And then it was like there was nothing, and then he decided to prank us. He called us. He was like, "Guys, there's no sponsors, but then there was." So I think for me, it was just always knowing that it was always gonna work out well. And for example, like the last one that we did, that one again, headache. We were all over the place. I was calling Juvani, is this so? Juvani, have we got it? But of course, again, it did work out well, and even the venue, we were really close to losing them. We were really close for them to be like, yeah, we're not doing the event. And then the last day, the sponsor came through, and then it went well. So I think for me, it was just always trusting and knowing that it was always going to work out for good.
Yeah, actually, thank you for mentioning about the last event. So the story about the last event was we literally had no sponsors, and you know what? And then I was like, God, what can I do? Like,
wait, so are you able to share with us how much these guys needed to sponsor?
Yeah, so usually with like the venues, in London it costs a lot more. In London, it will be like 2,000 plus in regards to like venue, etc.
Yeah.
But in Birmingham, it's cheaper. It can be like 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, and so forth. You can do that like pay from your own pocket, but it doesn't make any sense
yeah.
if you can get a sponsor. So Rich has a few sponsors. He has some that said, yeah, we'll do it, but then they take long. They're like, nah, forget it. They just congratulate you. We like what you do and so forth. And with this event, even in terms of the ticket sales, this is when God taught me you need to trust in him. I need to really trust in him even more. So even with the ticket sales, we probably had like 10, 20, and we've been pushing this event for like 2-3 months. And then it got to the week of the event. The venue texted me. They were like, "Hey, we need you guys to secure the event, the venue, sorry, and so forth." And I'm just like, "Oh God, what should I do?
Wow.
What should I do?" Imagine the event was on a Friday, right?
Friday, yeah.
Monday, I was like, "God, what should I do?" God was like, "You have entrepreneur friends. Why don't you just send them messages about what you do?" I sent them messages. There was a person that was like, "Yeah, this sounds interesting. I'm gonna sponsor and so forth," but he didn't get back to me. And the day before the event, we had no venue.
Wow.
Yeah, no venue. We didn't have ticket sales. Ticket sales weren't coming in.
Wow.
And then I think I even spoke to Giselle, for example. I was like, Giselle, oh my gosh, this is a lot. She was like, nah, just keep going. God is gonna do his thing.
Because that was the main thing. Like,
yeah.
One thing with me is like I've been in similar situations. So even seeing like Juvani under like that fire of nothing's on the table, like genuinely what's gonna happen. With that, I was just like, no, like you gotta put God to the wall, because realistically, God is using this situation in a sense to open your eyes and be like, okay, you can't in the sense rely on yourself, you need to rely on him. So even with me, I was just like, nah, like God, you have to do something.
Yeah.
It has to happen simple.
Exactly. And we were planning actually to cancel the event.
Wow.
But then I said to myself, I'd rather go until the end and it doesn't happen than for me to cancel it. I remember I told him, prepare a message, please, because he managed like the social media side of things. And then I think I made a prayer, and then my phone started pinging. Ticket store starts going in.
Really?
The day before, and then my friend called me when I'm entrepreneur. He goes, "Oh, Juvani, I'm so sorry. I should have sent it." This is like 12 p.m. and the event's literally the next day. He's like, "Juvani, I'm so sorry. Send me the stuff. I'll do it right now." He done it. I called the venue. We're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for taking long. What can we do?" They're like, "Nah, don't worry. Just sort everything out, and you can have your event tomorrow." And then we sorted everything. Phone was pinging. And a lot of people came literally the next day.
I think we also we kind of just had to give people like free tickets, just like a kind of like a thank you, you know.
We gave a few.
We've done we've gone through a lot, so just be like, just because we need people to come, like, because there's no point having an event and there's two people sitting down. So we're like, you know what, we're gonna give out free tickets so that people can come, and the turnout was amazing. Really well.
It was really nice. And from that, I said, yeah, God, I've learned just to trust in you, because there's no way. The day before the event, it's not happening. No ticket sales, and the ticket sales just maxed out. Like my phone keep pinging. Ticket sales.
You know, that reminds me of the parable where Jesus said there was a king and he wanted to invite guests, right? And the people that shouldn't come, they only God knows where they were. And he said, like, bring everyone from the high street. Come on, the house needs to be full. You know, and so like God literally brung the people to this event, and it was, I like the way Giselle said it, even during the time I was just speaking about it, what it actually looked like on the day.
Yeah, because I think even from seeing Juvani's like previous events and seeing the turnout of it, I was like, okay, cool, I've seen the maximum amount of people come, but I'm looking at this, I'm like, God, like, not in the sense like, God, something's wrong, it's like what, like, I can either look at this situation as a negative and then kind of be deflated with him, or I can see, okay, God, like, how can you change the situation? Because I remember you went Monday service and you were even like, nah, Giselle, I don't think this event's gonna happen. I'm like, I don't believe you, because you always say
days like that. We're human beings. There are days.
I was like, no, I don't want to hear it. Like, I was even like, Juvani, no, man, I'm not gonna hear it. And
he would call me and be like, Houghton, I told Giselle that I don't want to do it. Giselle, and then she was like, "Oh, Giselle said no. It's gonna happen."
I was not gonna accept it. If he was gonna accept, I said, I'm not gonna be the person to accept it.
That's why you need this type of people around.
See, even with that, I said, nah, like, put like. Speak to God simple, because realistically, what can you do in that situation?
And then I was saying, I keep speaking to God, but like everything is slow.
And I said, because you know what it is with Juvani, he likes things fast paced. I'm so patient, so I was like, okay, God, like, I'm very patient. He's the opposite. So I was just telling him patience every single day. I was saying, Juvani, be patient.
Just wait,
like you're not nothing bad's gonna, like, it can't get worse.
It's gonna happen.
So
I think that was my favorite event. because you guys' favorite was like January, but my one was that one because God told me, yeah, you gotta trust in me, man, and go until the end. So that was my favorite.
And imagine you had friends like you had in the football during this time period, but you've got friends of faith now, which makes all the difference.
Exactly.
To help you to keep pushing forward.
Exactly.
Right, because you could think about it, right? And what changed your trajectory was like, okay, I love football, but this circle is not good for me because I'm going to lose my identity and get myself in lots of trouble. But you've taken another trajectory, and God's put people around you like people of faith. And they're helping you in this trajectory. They're helping you with this vision, with this purpose that God has given. You know what I mean? And everyone fulfilling their purpose with their talents.
Exactly.
It's powerful, right?
It really is. It really is. I remember my friends back then, they'll always try to get you into trouble. And I wasn't that type of kid, man. Sometimes I used to say to them, guys, if you get in trouble, I am telling. Because the way my parents are, I'm not trying to get in trouble. So yeah, those type of friends were like that. Like if you're doing something wrong, they're motivating you for you to do something wrong. But then I realized later on down the years in the youth group, even like business friends, etc., they tell you the right thing. And sometimes if you're doing all right in life, they'll be like, yeah, you're doing all right, but you can do better. And these are the type of friends that you need around you. And these are the people that will help you.
Powerful. We got a comment here from Jacob. Jacob from Lozelle says, this show how important it is trusting God because only God can make the impossible become possible. Right? And then we have Clive saying from the Hackers in Hackney saying, reminding me of the mullah where there was no breakfast, but he trusted in God.
He's referring to George Mueller.
Oh, George Mueller.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of the yogurt. I was thinking Mueller. I thought it was the yogurt. Mueller rice.
Yogurt.
There was no breakfast, but he trusted in God. Then food came, literally. All right. And good morning. Tyler's in the house. Soldier after my own heart. Look, this is really, really powerful. So was there any other like huge landmark things that you gleaned knowledge from? And actually, I've even got a better question. Supposing somebody's starting something off right now and they need to speak and need to network, right? What kind of tips would you give to them to reach out, to expand their network with quality people, to either sponsor what they're doing or to be involved in what they're doing?
There's two ways to answer this. In terms of networking is actually quite easy. Just reach out to people, especially if it's through social media.
That's easy for you to say.
I'll break it down. For example,
you
can always send a message out to someone. What I tend to do is I start it off with a compliment. So I can be like, let's say I'm sending you a message, for example. I can be like, hey, Assistant Robert, I love what you do. Please keep it up. Naturally, even if somebody has a lot of followers, they will click on that. They will reply. Okay. So once they reply, then I can be like, hey, I'm hosting an event. Would you be interested? Or do you want to get on a phone call? I like phone calls because phone calls, they get to trust you more, or a video call. And then from there, that's how I bring them to the event. That's through social media. But in person, it's even much easier in a sense. So if you see somebody that you want to network with, of course, you say hello, how are you? Then you can ask them, what is it that you do? And then they can be like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, or I do this, I do that. And then you say what you do as well. And then the end of it, you can just be like, oh, is it okay if I can follow you on LinkedIn? And then that's what networking pretty much is.
So I think LinkedIn is quite a big one. That's where everyone you can find people from your career, like your career path, what you want to do, and then that's where they post what they do. So you can even ask them, oh, like what Juvani said, what do you do? How can I get this? How can I get involved? Like, and what you said about networking in person really easy. Like for example, this morning on my way to the train station, my taxi driver, I was just speaking to him about the event. He was asking me what you're coming to do here, and then at the end I was like, he gave me like his business card because I asked him, what do you do? And then he said, oh, I'm a chauffeur. Because I said, is there like, do you have any other different avenues apart from Uber? He said, no, I'm a chauffeur. I was like, oh, can I check it out? And then he gave me his business card. So I think with networking, as Juvani said, it's just always, and I think Julia mentioned it, it's just always having that curiosity of finding out what other people are doing. And then that is naturally, it's just networking.
That's an interesting one. So guys, if you're listening right now, I think that's a big word, curiosity.
Exactly.
If you want to expand your network, be curious about people. This whole thing about, I am to myself. This is my bubble. Do not come to disturb me. Don't touch me. Otherwise you receive the bitten from my hand.
Even just to add on to what Houghton has said, for some viewers that are watching, they're like, yeah, I always network, I always get LinkedIn numbers, etc., but nothing ever happens. But what you need to do is once you get their LinkedIn, what I do, I send them a message straight away. I can be like, hey Houghton, I spoke to you today. That's it. Hey Houghton, Juvani has spoken to you today. Or you can send a message the day after. But I tend to do it on the day straight away, so they are reminded, I've spoken to that person. And then the next thing that I could do is I can be like, hey, do you need any help with anything? In terms of entrepreneur thing, anything in general. They'll be like, oh wow, he's a very nice person, the one that helped me out. You get it? That's another form of networking. Because when you don't send them a message after, you leave it like a few weeks after, and then you try and message them, they're gonna be, who's this person texting me? You understand? So for those that usually network, that's something that you need to do. Check up on them, speak to them, and so forth.
And I think if you have like friends that are entrepreneurs, you use them, not use them in like a bad way, like use them like kind of like, like I need help with this, how can,
in the sense
what
like
can I
ask
do?
questions.
And then like for example, Juvani will probably send someone a message, I know this person, he's a videographer, he can edit, do you need help with editing? And then he'll send me, Houghton, this person needs editing. And that's how like that networking kind of thing works. It's quite easy when you think about it, but of course easier said than done. But,
and it always comes around like you mentioned, the editor stuff as well. Like, this person is editing, I'll give it to Houghton. Like this, the same thing. Julia came to my event, and then she was like, Sister Robert, Juvani, and now we're here today. So it all comes down to networking. Understand? So,
and I like what you do. I like your thought process. Is like, let's just get out there.
Exactly.
Let's get out. When you get out there and you're doing stuff, there's gonna be an outcome from it. Like other things it's gonna spill over into other things.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst that can happen, really? Even in terms of sending people messages, like I used to send like 100 people messages. And then maybe 2 or 3 reply. That's better than 0. So yeah, man, keep going. Honestly,
fantastic. And so here's something interesting. So someone has an idea. Actually, no, wait. Before I go into that, time management. All right, because you're always on the move. You're always doing stuff. How do you manage? Was you going to ask something, Jules?
No, I'm looking at him like.
So, how are you managing time? There's lots of things going through the head, lots of things going through the mind. What are your thoughts or some tips on that?
Okay, I'm gonna add a bit, then you guys can. I would say a to-do list really helps me. I know I kind of spoken about it before. I tend to do a to-do list the night before. I don't do it like a week in advance because my plan will always change. So I do it like the day. Let's say like tomorrow, my plan is to do X, Y, Z, and then at this specific time, and then I just make sure I do it. But sometimes I give myself like 30 minutes or 1 hour earlier than the actual time. So then in my mind is like, it starts at 9, but realistically it probably starts at 10.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That makes it much easier. And you just have to build that habit. When you continuously starts doing that, it becomes like second nature. But of course, it's not easy. We are late sometimes, but you have to put in mind that being on time is always better than being late.
Yeah. So the to-do list, you do it before the day.
Yeah.
That helps, so that keeps it fresh in your mind. You don't clutter it with lots of different things.
I don't put 50 things. I just put 5 things, 5 simple things. Like usually my to-do list, to share with you guys out there, I can put something very simple. It can be like I wake up in the morning, maybe do my spiritual stuff, and then I add like reading, 30 minutes. Then it can be like meeting, and then other important things that I need to do throughout the day. I put it in order of how I'm actually going to do it throughout the day. I don't put like things I need to do in the evening, in the morning. No. I put it in order, and I make sure throughout the day I'm checking my phone or my notebook and ticking. And I've just built that habit, and that's what's really helped.
Beautiful. And here's a question: how do you manage to balance faith and success? The reason why I ask this question is because, especially being a young person, all right, and especially if you have a foundation in faith, you come into an entrepreneurial environment. It can be overwhelming, and the same way we learned in faith, especially being in the youth group, how you need to apply yourself 100%. You go all in for stuff. Now you've got this new environment, and the automatic mindset is to go all in because we need to make it work. I need to make it work well. How do you manage to back? So now you've got strength going in 2 different places. How do you manage faith and success, balancing faith and success?
I think it's just always remembering that you can't put like that business or anything can't be above God. Because if God is the one that gave you the idea. So if God is the one that gave you the idea, why are you putting the business in front of him? So I think, as you said, it's just learning. Okay, there's a time and a place for everything.
Exactly.
So I have this time for the youth group. I have this time for church. Cool. But now let's say I'm going home now. now I'm gonna, I don't know, invest in myself, maybe watch a video, edit a video, and just learn skills. I think it's just knowing what to do at the right time, because literally there's a time and place for anything, and just always remembering not to put anything above God, because God is the one that gave you the idea, so He can take it away quickly.
Exactly.
So bear this in mind. So this entity that you've developed, right? It's requiring from you now. It's requiring from you extra time. It's requiring from you extra brain power and energy. How do you manage?
I think building a team helps it. It helps. It makes it much easier. I'm somebody that like to do a lot of things by myself. I think if I do it, I'll do it to her. Perfect. He's laughing because I'm right. Yeah, but then I've learned that building a team is so much better. It helps you out throughout the day, because some people, like, when you're running a business, you don't have time to do other things. You don't have time to focus on other essential aspects of your life. It's because you don't have a team. But when you build a team and people that you can trust, it makes things much easier. Because if I have something important or something like maybe faith related, I can just be like, oh, Halton, could you do this for me, please? Or this person, could you do this for me, please? So I think that's really essential.
I think I can add on. I think there was a time where this was around the same, like the event that kind of went wrong. And at that time we were doing the social media detox in the youth group, and Juvani kind of like, he didn't involve me with the business a lot, just so that I could focus more on on myself, and then he would deal with it, and then I can focus, and then he will, after I'll come back. So I think it's just, as he said, just having a team, because a team is really helpful. If you can't do something, that person's there to do it.
Beautiful.
Perfectly
I love
said.
that. And is there we've got some comments in the live chat. Yes, go ahead, Jules. You okay there? Okay. So we've got some comments there in the live chat. So we have here Jacob from Lazelles. Juvani would stress every night. Jacob sending fire. Chanel from Kilburn, Lady Jazz says, I love how all three of you have different characters. It creates a positive balance to make your business grow. Beautiful. And also Chanel says, throughout the good and bad experiences, how has it changed you as a person?
For good and bad, how's it changed me as a person? I think the biggest thing that business has really helped me with is to always improve on my integrity. Integrity is so essential in business. I even mentioned this earlier. Business is not actually business, it's your integrity, the way you are with people. So if you can always improve on your integrity, it will take you a long way, because in business you end up having people that they do things that doesn't align with your faith, but they want to work with you. So that's when you have that strength to say, sorry, I don't want to work with you guys. Understand? So that's why I would say integrity is the most important thing when it comes to this.
Keep your integrity.
And something that we are still improving on as a team as well.
Okay. Because as things grow, that will kind of, I use the word permeate.
Exactly.
Within the team, and it give it a solid foundation.
Exactly. What do you think?
It's great.
I think even with that, in terms of like integrity, it's more thinking of like, okay, you've got this idea, but what's the purpose behind the idea? Because realistically, when you collab with different brands and stuff like that, their ideas probably, they've just pulled it out from the top of their head. You get it? So it's a thing of, even with that, you kind of need to break down like, okay, what's the idea behind your idea? What's the purpose? What do you want to do? What impact do you want to create? And even with that, you kind of reflect on yourself. Cool, if I collab with this person, does it ruin my integrity? Because I think a lot of the time, it's especially as youths, we bounce off of each other's energy, and it's sometimes it gets to the point where it's too late and you realize, snap, now I've like, in the sense, like I've bad habit. And then with that, I think it's the thing of just thinking first before you do things, because that integrity is the most important, and just keeping that, just learning how to say no, because I can't lie, not all money is good money. I like to remind Juvani. Not all money is good money.
All right, that's beautiful. So would you have any last words you'd like to share with our listeners, guys?
Go on, Halton.
I think just invest in your craft. I think Assistant Robert was saying that earlier on. Just invest in whatever you are interested in, and whether it be media, whether it be hair, whether it be nails, just invest in yourself, invest in your craft, because who knows, an opportunity may knock at your door, and let's say there's a person that's more experienced, and there's you that, of course, you've got the talent, but they're going to pick the person that's more experienced because they know what they're doing. So I say just invest in yourself, And yeah, literally just
Invest
invest
in
your
yourself, as in like get more information in what you're doing.
get more information, improve on your skills, learn from people, ask people questions, be curious, and yeah.
All right.
I think even branching off of like what Holton said, like you can have just one simple idea, but if you involve God, you can completely stand out. You don't need to be the best. God can make you the best. Simple.
Exactly.
So even with that, it's like, don't feel as if you're less than, especially if you're on social media, you're seeing different other people, and they're making this, they're doing this. I'm basically no one. You don't need to be someone in order to make an impact.
I think also just don't limit yourself. Just because you can do one thing, just because you're a media person, doesn't mean you can be truly a travel agent. You can do many things. You don't have to just be one type. You don't have to have just a specific niche.
Yeah, one type of niche.
Yeah, because I think I remember someone saying that a lot of people say, "Oh, there's a box," but there's no box. You can literally think outside of the box. You can literally don't limit yourself. Yeah, just don't limit yourself.
Yeah. Love it. And Juvani, if somebody's sitting at home right now and they have an idea, or maybe they have no idea, and they want to create something, what would you say to them?
I'll say number one, pray about it, your idea, and then write down the idea. You can write down who, as in who would it impact, who is it for. You can even put where do you want it to be. You want it to be in your city, and then write down the why. The why might be the most important thing, because when you're doubting, when you're going through difficulty, you have to remind yourself of the why you're doing this, and that's what's going to help you. So write it down straight away, and if it's something that involves social media, make the page straight away, post it on social media, because if you build that habit of doing things straight away, it will really help you in the long run. Beautiful. And that's the best advice in regards to that.
Love it. And just to finish up, cherry on the cake, is there anything else you want to share with our listeners today?
What would you like to say? Guys, I say follow our page.
Yes.
Rich Young Mind. We have an event coming up December, a huge award ceremony, bringing the biggest and the UK talents all in one room.
In London?
No, Birmingham.
The awards is literally like the cherry on top of the cake. Wow. That one, I'm excited myself. I'm going to be ready.
I've got a question.
Free course meal.
What do the Rich Young Mind colours stand for?
Very quickly. So Rich Young Mind colours stand for the rich is in red, just representing in order for anybody to be rich in any area of your life, you have to sweat, blood, tears. Wow. Young is in gold, because it was actually a Bible verse that says, I speak to you young people because you are strong. Yeah. And then minds, it's in white, just representing having a light mind and a humble mindset to learn. That's what the call is about.
Father of lights. That's good.
Yes.
And on that note, guys, I just want to thank you guys for coming in today. It's been such a pleasure.
I want to be here every week.
Yeah, you're very welcome. There's always a place for you on the table of justice, guys. Absolutely. And hopefully, maybe we can do something where we can connect with you guys online as well, and drop some good pearls. So the next event's going to be what date?
December 13th.
December 13th.
Yes.
So this December 13th. So we've got 2 months to go. If people want to know more, where do they go to?
Follow us, Rich Young Minds, on Instagram.
Rich Young Minds on Instagram.
Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok.
Everywhere.
Absolutely. And just very briefly, some comments here just to finish up. You go on here, Juvani. I think the last two.
Yeah, somebody said inspiring young people coming together with youthful energy, surrounded by godly counsel. Win-win. Thank you.
That's how we roll. And then we got powerful, then we got love it. Guys, this has been your breakfast show. If you've enjoyed the show, make sure you join our breakfast show broadcast so you don't miss a breakfast show beat. If you haven't got if you've got it on Telegram, it's at BFS Broadcast. But no matter what you got, just go to send a message to 07946. Actually, play the beat. Play the beat. It's our breakfast show broadcast number on WhatsApp. Just ask to send to join. All right, go on, play it. Yeah. So what? Want to get through to the breakfast show? Turn it up, man.
This is the WhatsApp number.
This is a WhatsApp number.
This is the WhatsApp. I said plus 44 65.
Hey, turn it up.
Add a 6845. It's not my first time rapping on the show, surprisingly. WhatsApp platform. What's up, man?
You said plus 44, 75, 79, 79, 68.
Really enjoyed
75, 79, 79, 68.
All
right, guys. So that's it. Plus 44, 75, 79, 79, 6845. All right, that's.
I move my flow. Oh, yeah, Jules.
Yes. All right. You was going to say something?
No, say boy.
All right, that's it, guys. Until tomorrow, it's going to be Wellness Wednesday. Same breakfast show time, 8 a.m. Same breakfast show channel, libertyradio.co.uk. Other than that, I'll see you in the live chat, +44 75 79 79 6845. And until then, see you later. God bless you.
Bye.
See you at 12 o'clock for Where You Going. It's going to be so epic with Pastor Reese and Miss Bijie. Yeah, bye. Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that show and you actually captured that breakfast show vim. We laugh, we joke, we learn, and we equip ourselves for day-to-day life. If you want to see more, guess what? We're actually live with a live chat and a live video feed Monday to Fridays on libertyradio.co.uk from 8 a.m. in the morning. So don't miss a breakfast show beat. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and definitely connect online. And I'd like to see you there on the show. Type your name in, communicate on the morning. If you didn't already, we're also on Instagram. Check us out on Official Liberty Radio on Instagram. There's so much happening on that platform. Definitely go check it out. And I'd love to see you there. All right, have a good one.